born and raised, it's plain to see. This is how we roll UP. I got stories, let me tell it. Bow and arrow and a dope-ass mullet. Take one shot, that's all it took, son. When I fish, it takes one hook, son. Hunt big game, just take one.
All right, welcome back to You Gotta Want It podcast, episode 18. Today is August 20th. It's been over 2 months since the last pod I put out. It's pretty crazy how fast summer's been going. A couple of weeks away from being in the tree. Fall's coming up real quick. But I think in the last podcast I talked a little bit about maybe applying for a bear tag this year in Michigan. Ended up drawing a bear tag for first season. I had 8 points, so I figured it would be a good year to try to draw. And lo and behold, I drew first season. So I've been preparing for that the last couple of months, picking out some locations for the bear spots, and deciding what I want to use for a weapon. Been a fun couple weeks here since I've been baiting. I started bear baiting on August 9th. That was the first day I was able to bear bait because I have first season. And yeah, it's been really exciting being able to bait the spots, and been watching the cameras like crazy. And there's been a lot of nice bears showing up, so I got getting lucky with that. Yeah, started back in end of July. I ran to the feed mill in Wisconsin and loaded up on the two primary baits I was going to be using. Got a bunch of bags of Pop-Tarts, which are really good. Nice and like chunky, not all powdery, so like a strawberry, I think. And another item I got was bear mix. It's got nuts and seeds and sunflower seeds and some fruit snacks, dried up fruit and stuff in there with almost like a molasses blend. It seems to be a really good bait. So those two are my primary baits, and then I'm topping it with like I got circus peanuts and some marshmallows, and then I got lucky that I got a local grocery store that I'm allowed to take the expired pastries and donuts and cookies, anything that doesn't have chocolate, and I've been putting out, and they've been loving the bait. So lucky that I got that, and then topping that bait side with some grease and some good scents. They got the Gold Rush out there and blueberry scent as well. And yeah, it's been couldn't ask for much better production on the baits last week and a half. First 3 days were slow, didn't have any hits at the two spots. I got one on private and a barrel. Had a train going by in the distance, so I had to stop for a couple minutes. But I think I was talking about the spots I got. Decided to start with two spots, and if that wasn't working out, maybe get a third spot going. But so far the two spots have been really productive. But I got one going on private land, which you're allowed to use a barrel on that. So I got a 55-gallon plastic drum to put all the bait in, and then cover that with a big rock on top. And then on the on the public land, of course, you're not allowed to use a barrel. So I found a nice spot with a bunch of deadfall and some logs, and a nice dry area to put the bait, and cover that with all the deadfall and the logs. So that's what I was doing on there. And then obviously put the grease all around that, and then whatever comes in can get the grease on their paws or their feet or their coat, and drag that on the woods a little bit. And then obviously I'm using sprays. The second time I baited, I brought up a blueberry scent as well as the Gold Rush. So yeah, I think day 3 was the first time anything got hit, and that was on the public land. Nice medium bore, I think. And then on the private, there was just one small one till Sunday morning, where 2 more small ones show up together. And some cool videos there, messing around together, fighting, and they end up jumping in the water hole tank together, which is a pretty cool video. And then just pretty consistent on the public with that one medium-sized bear. I mean, he's got a nice coat, just can't really get a good look at him. It's hard to judge these bears when there's not a second one with him or anything, but I think it's a decent-sized bear. But Sunday, I really sent it up to 2 spots with both scents, and got some good bait out. And then Sunday night, about 9 o'clock, the big guy showed up on the private land, and really put a beating on that barrel. And so that got me pretty excited. So I baited Sunday the 9th, and then the following Sunday. And then my plan was to bait twice a week, but the first week nothing got hit till midweek, so there's plenty of bait still there. But from here on out, we're going to do twice a week, Wednesdays and Sundays. So Sunday to Wednesday was pretty productive at both spots. A lot of daylight photos. I think there's 5 bears total on the private. Would have been Wednesday night. I went up and baited, and before I got there, ended up being I think a big sow came through, hit the bait. Rebaited around 3 o'clock, trying to get up there around 2 to 3. I got the public land baited first, and that went pretty quick. And then ran to the private land and got that all baited up again. So I got that all baited up. I was out of there by 3:30, I think, and I can't remember. And then it was pretty hot the rest of the night. I had a big sow come through, got a good video of her, and then the big boar showed up after her, all in plenty of shooting light. It was before probably 7 o'clock even. So got some good footage and good video of that, some good pics, and he put a hurting on the barrel again. He's squishing it, trying to get it open. Sometimes that heavy rock kind of suction cups that plastic lid on there, but he got her open and made a mess kind of at the bait site. But yeah, the private land's looking really good. The public land's pretty consistent morning and night right now, so it's going to be kind of a last second decision if the bait sites keep up like this, and depending on the wind direction, both spots are set up for different winds. Obviously, probably be more southwest in the early season, like or beginning of September. But anything west, northwest, maybe even southwest, I can hunt the private, which I want to do because that's the bow spot. It's set up for a tree stand, and that's where I would like to hunt. But if that's not the case, if we got a south wind or anything goofy, I can hunt on the public and kind of sit farther away and probably use the rifle for that. But looking to use the bow and get some good footage for you guys to post. But really exciting. Didn't know what to expect. Haven't really ever baited by myself before, and just took some tips I learned in the past and watched other guys bait and watched some videos and just thought things that I thought would work. So it's working out so far. Got tons of pictures of bears hitting it in daylight, a lot of daylight pictures. So I think there's 2 maybe on the public right now that are hitting consistently, and then I think 5 different bears on the private. When I had the cameras out in the spring, all throughout summer, there was a big boar on camera, and then there was 3 last year cubs with a sow at the beginning of June. So I think they split, and now there's a 2-pack running around of the year-olds, and then a single year-old, and then the sow's by itself now. And the sow's really big. I mean, it almost looks fatter than the boar. The boar is just really tall and lengthy, and he's got a big melon on him. But if either the sow or the boar would come in, I'd probably shoot either of them. But looking for the boar, he's a really big boar, lengthy, big solid head on him. But yeah, that's it's been exciting the last 2 weeks. Been watching the photos roll in and keeping up on the baits, and it's definitely work. The public spot's pretty far in, and the bait's not light to carry in. I've tried buckets. I tried putting a bag over 50-pound bag over my back and carrying that with a bucket. Had to carry in the 5-gallon bucket of grease, of course, both times. And then last Sunday I tried the sled technique, see if that worked. It helped the arms a little bit, but the legs were burning. And then, of course, once you get over that nasty terrain that you gotta step through and walk another 150 yards off the main trail, it's just carrying the rest of the way. So definitely working for it, but it's fun and it's paying off right now. I've got a lot of pictures showing up, like I said, and really excited for the next couple weeks. Hopefully these the one thing I was worried about was baiting too early, even though you can start baiting 30 days before your season starts, but I don't want the bait sites to peak too early, and right now would be a good time to be hunting. But we still got 3 weeks from yesterday before opener, so hopefully these baits stay hot. Just gonna keep the baits there for them and keep them happy, filling their stomachs full of bait before it gets chilly here in the next month or so. And looking for something over 200 pounds would be a trophy for me. Never shot a bear before. Not looking for any small one. But I think I'll have a chance at something over 200 pounds the way it's looking right now. But you never know. I've seen baits where they're hot like this right up until the season. Then we go hunt and they just go dead. It seems like some of these bears just know, or they catch your scent and they don't end up coming in the rest of the time. But right now, there's some competition at the baits, so that's keeping the bears, keeping them honest and keeping them checking it. And so really looking forward to opening day. I'm going to be hunting Wednesday the 9th of September. I got Wednesday and Thursday to hunt that week, and then I got to come home for a brother's wedding, so won't be able to hunt Friday, Saturday. I could maybe go back up Sunday, but hopefully get the job done Wednesday or Thursday night, and staying up at the camp, so should be a fun couple days, and hopefully we can get one down and have some celebration for the weekend at the wedding and beforehand. So I got 6 more times to bait, counting on opening day, and then we'll be sitting in the tree stand. So I'm going to be baiting Sunday again, and Wednesday, Sunday, Wednesday, Sunday, Wednesday, and keep that consistent and try to keep around the same time schedule and same sense out there to and from. And yeah, one thing that's different than in the past when I used to help bait for buddies or go with buddies to bait was we didn't have the cell cameras. They were just starting, and we didn't have the cell cameras out, and the anticipation of going there not knowing if the bear site was hit or not and was kind of the exciting part. And then obviously pulling the chips and seeing the different bears that were on camera or what was there. That was the exciting part about it. But now you can get an instant photo sent to your phone and see what's there right away, almost live. So you can get a good eye, be able to tell, kind of get a good judge for the bear size and whatnot, and see. Another good thing is seeing if the bait site's gone or not too. So if you got to run up, but I'm going to keep it consistent. Sunday and Wednesday, it seems like the last 3 bait times there was bait left or a little bit of scraps left, so just enough to keep them there. But yeah, that's enough bear talk. Ready for opener. I'm going to keep shooting my bow and get ready for that. But a little bit of deer talk. I got the plots in end of July, and we haven't had rain since. It's been nasty. Every time it looks like there's a storm coming, it disintegrates, and just haven't got any rain over almost 3-4 weeks. So it's the plots are still dirt. There's a little bit of fall forage growing. It doesn't take much for that to grow, and you can see a little bit of radishes growing on the other side, and they're turning yellow already. We haven't had any rain. It's just a dusty cloud up there. So that could be bad unless we get some rain. There's a chance tonight and tomorrow, but we might have to reseed everything. But hoping for the best, and had some bucks around all summer so far. But the last couple weeks have been pretty sporadic. I don't know if the dry weather's got them moving to different locations to find some greener grass or greener crops, but should be some plenty of shooters around come October. From what the camera's been saying, we had plenty of leftover bucks last year at the end of the year and found plenty of sheds, so looking forward to that as well. But we'll stay focused with the bear right now, and we'll get on the deer hopefully after we fill a nice bear tag. But yeah, we got bear opener, then we got Michigan bow opener, and then we got Missouri again coming up at the first week of November. And he's been sending a lot of pictures from Missouri, and there's some big hammers out there right now. So looking like it's going to be an exciting fall. Hoping for the best. Could really use a good fall. So thanks for listening tonight, guys. And if you keep an eye on, I'll post some short clips of the bears on the one camera. I ordered a new cell camera today because the one was acting up, so we'll have video probably on both the sites. So maybe I'll start posting some shorts on here on YouTube, and hopefully have some fun clips to post for you guys. So thanks for listening tonight, and I'll try to get back on here in a week or so and give you guys an update. But other than that, thanks for listening, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.